Hey, we're here with Todd Beach from TaylorMade. He's going to tell us about the latest and greatest with the metalwoods for 2015.
Okay, so we've got, first of all, here the R15 driver. So we're really excited to go back to the R name. That's kind of the pinnacle of our technology that goes all the way back to really 2000 when we came out with the R300 series. But this driver is really got all the technology that we have at TaylorMade all in one driver. It's got the sliding channel in the front that's been moved more forward. It's about a ½ inch closer to the center face, which adds more flexibility up there and also moves the center of gravity more low and forward, because now we have two 12.5 gram weights that add up to a total of 25 versus the SLDR had a 20 gram weight. So we freed up more weight to get the weight even more low and forward, with the goal of getting more golfers towards 1700, which is kind of the holy grail of conservation. This also comes in white with a black face, so it gives you kind of the maximum contrast there at alignment. We also offer a black version in the 460 for those golfers that still, want the traditional look. But really what we've done, if you look at this cutaway here, is we've been able to move pretty much 75% of the weight into the front 25% of the club. So if you look inside there, it's got a very thin crown and toe. So that enabled us to really free up that much weight to move more forward in that channel, which gets the most low forward CG that we've really ever had in the club. And what that allows you to do is to get the balance point of the club, which is kind of where, if you were to balance the club on your finger, where it would be, really right at that center face, where that dot is right there. And most clubs before had the balance point much higher because the center of gravity was further back and higher. And so when you have that, you have a much larger distance when you hit a low face shot, which causes it to lose speed as the head's going to rotate. It's going to come out low and balloon more, right? So with this, we're able to get more speed on low face shots, especially with that channel there, right? But we're also able to get, great high launch, low spin on high face shots. And then with the inverted cone, you're getting, more speed on heel toe, right? The other thing you can do is, if you want to add additional forgiveness, now that we have the two weights, you can split them.
I got you.
And add even more MOI into the club that way, right? So that'd probably be the most forgiving position.
Is the theme still basically to loft up because you are moving the weight forward?
Yeah, definitely. It's low forward. We're committed to that because, most golfers, as they add more loft, they're going to start spinning too much. And they can't get to 1700, right? But by the time they get to 13 degrees, they're spinning too much and they got to stop, right? This would allow you now to get up. More golfers can get to a 14-degree launch without spinning too much, 15, and I've seen some golfers that are actually getting to the 1700. Still, I'd say 90% of golfers can't get there. So we want to give them a platform that has the best chance to get closer to that, right? So yeah, just low forward. What we're finding also is, with the SLDR, a lot of golfers had to loft up 2 full lofts. Right? So if you're a 9.5 golfer, you try the 10.5, and that might not even be enough. You'd have to go all the way to a 12. And for a lot of golfers, that was tough to navigate to get there, especially if you walk into, like a Dick's or something like that, and you're just looking at the point of purchase stuff and trying to make the decision. So with this one, most golfers will only have to loft up 1 loft. So if you're a 9.5 guy, you'll probably just need to go to a 10.5. So you're launching a little higher than you would with the SLDR with about the same spin. So that means you don't have to loft up quite as much. This comes in a 9.5, 10.5, 12, and a 14. And with this 2-degree sleeve, you can pretty much knock the loft up 2 degrees or down 2 degrees. And when you do that, you also change the face angle, right? So if you have a golfer that you really want to put a lot of draw bias in the club, what I would recommend is loft them up. So take, 1 loft down, and then take the sleeve and put it to the higher loft position, which would close the face. And then you can slam these 2 weights in the draw position, and that's going to have a really nice draw bias built into the club.
Great.
So that's the driver. if you want to go to the fairway wood, it's the first time that we've offered a sliding track in the fairway wood, right? So here we have just one 25-gram weight. And one of the neat things about it is, again, we've moved the track forward, so you're getting that flexibility in the track that we get with the speed pocket technology. And also it's a really powerful way to change left-right, which we really haven't had in a fairway since. Last time we had movable weights was the R7 tie fairway, TP fairway, which was a really popular fairway on tour. They liked the adjustability, but it was kind of expensive. It was the only way we can get the CG low enough in a fairway with that old system was to go tie. So this one is in steel, and it's just a really nice fairway, a little smaller, more of a player's size compared to the AeroBunner, which AeroBunner is really going to be our #1 selling fairway. It's a great looking product. You can see it's got aerodynamic features in it. We went back to the burner name, which people kind of know. Burner means just kind of raw distance, grab and go, not a lot of adjustability. And you can see it's got this raised crown feature, which helps aero. It's got a hosel feature, which helps reduce the turbulence that's coming around that hosel, all for maximizing aerodynamics. But on one of the key things is this speed pocket down here. And I brought a cut open one here, and you can see the speed pocket is really our largest, most flexible speed pocket we've ever had, which kind of started in the original rocket balls, right? Which you remember was 17 yards longer than the burner. But what we've done here is the original rocket balls was a large speed pocket that was completely metal all the way through, but you can see we've put a slit through that along the entire length. So this is twice as flexible as our previous generation, which again, what that does is that adds more ball speed on low face hits, and it also takes some spin out. So it allows you to get the ball up higher and penetrate. You know, we're actually getting close to driver-like launch conditions with the fairway off the deck. So we're really excited about this. This also comes in a driver that has the same aerodynamic features. It's got the speed pocket, and it's our fastest driver we've ever made. It's got the lowest drag coefficient and the fastest head speed of any driver we've ever made. So it's one of those where you just grab it, you don't have to mess around with adjustability, and the first time you hit it, you're going to see immediately, you know, more speed.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Doug.
Okay, you're welcome.